Hello everybody, welcome to the apartment tour. I haven't just moved into this place, by the way. I've been here for about 2 years. I originally did another apartment tour, but it's been a long time since then, so I thought I'd do a little update because we have changed the space a lot, updated a bunch of things, so thought it'd be cool to see the difference of how things have changed. Also, if you're interested in the price and details like that, I'll leave them at the end of the video so you can check them out after the tour is done. Okay, I think that's all I need to say, so let's get started with the tour. Let's go! First up, we have the nastiest place in the house. It's the Genkan! Woo woo! So yeah, this is where you come in and you leave your shoes. Next to it, we have these cupboards which have all of our shoes in them. Oh, but wow, my left arm's so weak. You just keep keys, all the shoes, stuff like that. Nothing too exciting. Yeah, when you come in, you know, you take your shoes off, or when I'm putting my shoes on, sometimes I'll use this stool here to just like put my shoe on and get out of here. But this stool also doubles as our emergency supplies thing. So we have like biscuits, curry, toilet bags, radio batteries, heaps of stuff in there. So yeah, that's our little emergency supplies thing. So then you walk in through the hallway and you turn to your right and there's the bathroom. So here's our bathroom. Since the first tour that I did, nothing much has changed. I found a curtain that kind of goes with the color scheme a little bit. And then that got kind of gross, and then I bought a plastic one on the inside, and now it's all a little complicated, but it's fine. We got our shelf with all of our soaps and everything in there. Shower. Now there's two things that are a little difficult about this bathroom. One, the fan doesn't work. Well, it does work, but it doesn't do anything, and also it makes this noise. So we don't really turn the fan on very much because it doesn't even suck anything up, and then it just sounds like that. So unfortunately this room does get very wet all the time. It's super moist from showering and everything, so it's a little frustrating. We clean it all the time, and we have two separate wipers here for the mirror and for the walls and for the tiles and everything. So we're really doing our best to try to keep it not moldy and airing it out, but it is a little difficult. Also, it's very hard to clean the tiles, especially the floor tiles. They just look a little nasty. Anyway, I'm complaining too much about it. It works fine as a bathroom, you know, it's totally fine. It's just got a little sink, got a little soap with this thing that we attach to the wall. Hello. And then we have toothbrushes and everything behind here. There's my retainer. And then behind here, we have all of our supplies for, you know, toiletries. We also love first aid boxes, so we have 2 of them. I just think they're so cute. Up here we have a fake plant because nothing survived in here, any plants that I put in, because there's no light. And then we just have some incense. I love this thing. This is our toilet paper cupboard. Just keep all, it's like perfect for toilet paper, look at that. Yeah, and then towel rack. Nothing too exciting in here. And now I'm gonna show you the main space. Okay, so now we're in the main space of the house, and this area is the kitchen. A lot of older Japanese houses have quite low set things, so the kitchen is, yeah, even below my hip level, which sometimes it's a little frustrating doing the dishes and everything because you really have to like bend down. Since moving in, I put some of these stickers, these wooden stickers, on the front of the cupboards because I think it just makes it a bit nicer. Only thing I'm worried about is eventually one day when we do move out, I hope the stickers come off. That's the one thing that I'm worried about. If they don't, that's gonna be a little rough. Here is a general cupboard that we have. At the top we have our cutlery, because cutlery doesn't really fit in the intended cutlery drawer. And then underneath we just have onions, potatoes, dry foods like flour, pasta. On the bottom we just keep oils, rice, that general kind of thing. Next to it here is our general trash and our non-burnables. So yeah, sometimes we use this as a space to keep things on if we're cooking, because you know, you got to make the most of the spaces that you've got. And super luckily, even with this size, this still opens, so we can still access our pots and pans that are underneath the stove. On the wall we have our knives, and then this is just our stove top. We've got a 2-burner stove. It came with the place, so because this place was partially furnished, we got this with it. So it is a little bit older, but it works just fine. And then here we also have a fish grill that we mainly use for toast. This main area is the sink. The sink is really big. but I'm very happy with the amount of preparing space that we've been given. It's quite large. Back here we keep our chopping boards, and up here is where we dry things. So that's why we have this little drying mat up here. It's where we keep all of our cutlery. After we dry it, we just pop it up the top. And then above here we have a section of teas and stuff. I've been really into dandelion coffee lately. Oh, have you guys tried dandelion coffee? I'm caffeine free, so this has been amazing. If you come over, ask for a cup of tea because we have a bunch. We have sweeteners and sugars up here. I also have some persimmon honey, which is very good. Up here we keep all of our spices and extra bits like cornstarch and baking powder. We have all the utensils back here that we use most often when cooking things, so like spoons, potato masher, things for frying pan, kitchen roll, and tissues are back here. And they are on top of our little fridge. So this fridge is very cute, but gradually the more that we live here, it is just maybe just enough for 2 people, but sometimes it does get super packed, especially when I like to buy things in bulk. Also, it's kind of frustrating because the freezer is at the top, so every time we want to access the fridge, we're gonna come down here. So it's good for the legs. Last thing that's part of the kitchen is this big thing. It's got all of our dishes, plates, bowls, cups, glasses, and then it has a space for our microwave/oven. So this doubles as an oven. If you just take the plate out and change the setting, you can use it as a very tiny oven. Underneath that we have rice cooker and kettle. This tray pulls out so that the steam that comes out of either of those doesn't affect the wood in the cabinet. And then underneath that we have a place where we keep all of our tools, DIY kind of stuff. Okay, and then from the kitchen we head straight on into the living room. We're already there. So for the living room, it's just a nice place where we can go to relax and watch TV and play Switch and everything. So we've got the couch here, which is, you know, good enough for 2 people. One person can lie down on it with their knees up a little bit. And then we have the TV, Switch, and then a little cupboard for all the games and everything. I was watching back on the last apartment tour I did in this place, and yeah, this space had a dining table and lots of random cleaning supplies and everything. So I'm really, really happy with how the space turned out and now that we're utilizing it a bit more. But yeah, I sit on this couch all the time. It's very wonderful. And it's in the sun, so I can either put my head or my feet in the sun. And it's just really, really nice. So right now we're coming into spring, so the sun is disappearing a little bit more, but during the winter the sun comes really far into the house. But the closer it gets to summer, the higher up the sun goes and the less it comes in, which is really good because in summer it would get way too hot if the sun kept coming into the house. That's one of my favorite things about this place, the sun and the heat. It's just very bright and very open. I love it so much. Now the pothos is insane. I was looking at the original tour that I did of this place, and seriously the pothos was like down to here. I can't believe it looking back at it. It's grown so much. I don't even know what to do. Like, do I just keep it going all over the walls or do I cut it back? I don't know what to do, but I love it. Underneath the pothos we have the TV, kokeshi dolls, candle, you know, all cute stuff. Down here we have a little skinny snake plant. It's very happy. It's getting really tall. But yeah, it's just doing well, and it's not in the way like the old Monstera was, so very happy with it. I found some cheap curtains, by the way, and they're like super nice and they block all the lights, so now we have curtains. Now let's move into the bedroom. Also, I'll just quickly explain how we've laid out the space. I love this because there's, you know, these runner doors here, so it gives you a lot of freedom on how you want to set things up. So we've set these 2 doors here so that they can kind of separate the space. And then when we want to go to sleep at night, or if we want to turn on the air conditioner and keep the cool air in here, we just close these ones. Goodbye. So this is the bedroom and also my workspace. I've got my computer over there. I got a mirror, by the way. Hello. And then this is our closet. This is the bed. We also have more storage in the bed underneath. It's from IKEA. So yeah, storage underneath as well. One of the main reasons that we have the bed out here and not in the room that's Eric's room is because there's one air conditioner and heater here, which is in this room. And during the summer, it's so hot that usually, you know, it's very hard to sleep at night if you don't have air conditioning. We did look into other kinds of air conditioners, but it's just not going to work. So yeah, this is our bed. This is where we sleep. And then if you go from the bed, you just go over this way, and then here's my desk. So because I also do Twitch streams 3 times a week, this is where I do the streams. Got, you know, webcam up here, computer down here. And yeah, it's also where I do my makeup in the mornings. Sometimes I work from here. Honestly, when I edit YouTube videos though, I'm all over the place. So I'll either edit in bed, edit here, or edit on the couch, or with like a stool or something. You know, I'm all over the place. I like changing it up. And then down here we got the ficus. He's grown a lot. I kind of didn't know what to do with him in winter. Something went wrong and he lost a few leaves, but he's coming back to it. And he's gonna be super happy in summer. He grows so much in summer. Okay, and then we're gonna go out to the final spot, which is the garden, or the balcony. I like to call it the garden though, because that's what I'm aiming for. Alright, let's take a step outside. And here we go, here's a little balcony. It is a little narrow, but it's not too bad at all. So I used IKEA tiles to make it a little bit more homely, because before it's like this blue plastic color. I'm not sure if you can see it. This is where we do our laundry. A lot of washing machines in Japan are usually outside, depending on the kind of apartment that you have. After we wash our clothes, we just hang them up here. So back over here, I'm growing strawberries at the moment. Hello. They had a bit of a hard time in winter and they got a bit red, but now they're mostly green again. And we're gonna do our best. Then we have the geranium. Geranium also had a hard time in winter, as you can see by these leaves, but it's perking right back up. Most of the flowers are dying right now because they just got old, but I thought they were cute, so I was going to leave them until the video was done. This guy also struggled in winter, but he's going to be green and flourishing again in no time. He'll be totally fine. But yeah, he got a bit too much sun and a bit too cold. Also here is Beefy too, doing his very best. And here's my rosemary watering can, and then also my pride and joy, my mulberry tree. Look at him. So I thought that he died, but actually he was just cold in the winter. So now he's fully coming back with actual mulberries. And I'm super excited to see how he does this year. So very, very, very exciting stuff. And then I have like all my gardening stuff down the back there. Oh, my little piggy. Still got my little piggy. Okay, so that's it. That's the tour of the place. I'm really happy with how this place has turned out after, you know, 2 years of making it work and figuring out what works best in the space. So yeah, and also, you know, I'm not done yet. I think a space is never truly done. You know, it just always changes and adapts to how you're feeling. Okay, so information for this place. This place costs $83,000 a month, so about $830 US, and also it is 43 square meters. Now that might seem expensive to some people, but you know, this is Tokyo. We're in Tokyo, one of the major cities of the world. So you know, I think it's actually pretty good for rent. We live about 10 to 15-minute train from one of the main city areas, so you know, I think it's relatively close. I have mentioned it before, but this place is also just a little bit out of, you know, the city area of Tokyo, so it's a bit more suburban, residential. There's parks, there's lots of families, there's lots of shops. I love the atmosphere, I love the convenience of everything, and I love the vibe as well. I really love this place. I know that in other cities in the world, in other towns in the world, you will be able to get, you know, a bigger space, a better space for cheaper, and that's okay. But for me, I really love Tokyo, so I'm really happy in this place. But yeah, that's it. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, or hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. John!